we've got Gordon and Dougie Latto, number 8 and number 16. But the player coach is Ron Plum, last year voted the outstanding player of the year by the Kirkcaldy fans. And the man he signed to replace their top scorer is Todd Bidner. Dave Sternovich left the side at the end of the season and Bidner took his place. In the Dundee Rockets team, we've got two sets of brothers, number 15 and 16, Mark and Graham Slater, and number 2, Alistair Wood, and his brother, number 18, Ronnie Wood. But of course, the key man in the Dundee team is Gary Unger, who holds the record for the most consecutive games in the National Hockey League in North America, a very experienced player. And there is Alistair Wood, the captain of Dundee Rockets, who is a very strong man on defence. So the players leave the ice as we get ready for the start of this Regal Scottish Cup match. And having given their goalminders a G-up, it's Glenn Riley, who is going to set off the game in motion, signals the timekeeper, and it's Fife Flyers on the white strip attacking that goal to the right. Dundee in possession, but the puck deflected, and Flyers still keeping it in. There's Bidner in action right away, but alongside him there was number 10, Bobby Braskell. So there'll be a face-off just to the left of the Dundee Rockets net. Number 19, Danny Brown there coming in. Bidner, who's playing on the left wing at the moment. Looks as though Danny Brown will take the face-off. He does. And the puck's still loose, but picked up and still not cleared by Dundee. But now back to Fife. Ron Plum, number 3. The lateral pass. Good pass again. And a slap shot, but deflected into the corner. That was Andy Linton who made that shot. Now it's Dundee breaking away, and what a good chance. Oh, knocked away. Craig Dixon did well on that one. Still turned back, but that would have been offside if it had been picked up by any of the Dundee players. Trying to flick it down the boards, but it's still kept in that Dundee end. Ron Plum floating it through, Bidner going after it. And now Rocky Bois with a chance, drops it. Danny McEwen, but McEwen dropped it too. Here's Andy Linton. Now Bidner, eased out of the play. Looks as though there's a whistle, and possibly a penalty. And yes, there is a penalty. Penalty is against Todd Bidner. He's going to be in the box for 2 minutes for interference. And Fife coming back in there with a great chance, and that could well be another penalty. The referee's hand is up, and Joe Gilcher of Dundee Rockets and Gordon Latto, who was going to try and change on the fly there. He shot on one of his own players' sticks and landed flat out on the ice. However, Gordon Latto has the last laugh because the Dundee Rockets, Joe Gilcher, is going in the box for 2 minutes, so both teams now have a man in the box, but Fife Flyers have the play in the Dundee Rockets end. Picked up by Unger. Out comes Rocky Bois. Bois is moving really fast. Oh, beautiful play. Oh, just kicked away by Dixon. Unger with a slap shot. Knocked away again by Dixon. And a good pass out. But deflected. Rotate down the ice. Out in the centre, but Plum turning it back. Jack Cottrell lost it there. Now it's Unger. Just holding it. Holding play. Remember, both teams are man short. Nobody wants to make a mistake and give them a chance to make a break. Ronnie Wood, this time picked up by Plum for Fife Flyers. So now, a slap shot, knocked away by Ward, into the corner. Dundee have possession again, neat turn, knocked away again by Ward, and the loose puck picked up. Out come Dundee. That's Unger. Unger, oh, beautiful fake. Unger still there, drops it. There's a shot on the net, but deflected away just over the top. Over in the corner. Stuart Drummond there, and Bittner is back on the ice. So Fife are now back at full strength. Now they have a chance, because they've got that power play advantage. It's only for 15 seconds. Oh, well stopped by Ward. Lovely stop. The puck trapped and now loose. And now both teams are back at full strength. So neither team was able to capitalise, although, of course, one team only had the advantage for 10 or 15 seconds. Back come Dundee. Slap shot. Deflected. Kicked away by Dixon into the corner. Still there. Bobby Haig coming out, and the net is open. It just bounced over Bobby Haig's stick, and again the shot is off the net, pushed away by Ward. Ward came out there very adventurously. Puck is still in play, it's still bouncing. That's Haig. The shot deflected again. Well, Fife have really got the pressure on that net, and again, but out come Dundee. Away they come. And again tried to turn it away, and it comes back to Haig. Both teams changing on the fly. That means they're getting a man off the ice before the man goes on. No whistle, and Mike Ward decides to hold that one. Well, plenty of excitement. Plenty of excitement. Really up and down hockey, and back they come again. Bobby Brescal picking it up. Flicks it out, but intercepted very brilliantly. Tied in the corner. Good pass. Now a break. That's Graham Slater. Mark Slater. And it's there. Got it back to Graham Slater, and it was Graham Slater who put it in. Well, that's got the Dundee Rockets fans standing and cheering, because there was a lot of pressure. But Graham Slater there, the boy, who accepted the pass from his brother, there he is behind the net. The goal has gone across. He just had to flick it in there, and so it's 1-0 for Dundee Rockets. Beautiful play. And there's his brother who gave him the pass. So, a little silent now as Fife get the pressure back into the Dundee end. Another pass out. That's Page. And the puck loose in the corner. Way across. Around the back. And it is there. Oh, a good stop. Two good stops. Three good stops. And another good stop. Dixon did brilliantly. He really did. And one would think perhaps that Fife might look disappointed, but they're obviously keyed up. And now Ronnie Plum puts it away to Bittner. Bittner breaking down on that Dundee zone. He gets through, but there's a whistle. He's called it back. There's only a few seconds remaining on this period, but Bittner was through there with a chance. Relief for the Dundee team. The face-off just outside. So, picked up by Neil Abel. Flicked in. Dundee are going to hold on, just hold possession. There's the hooter for the end of the first period. And Dundee Rockets lead by 1-0 after a very exciting up and down period. Second period now. And Fife, who had as much of the game as Dundee in that first period, now attacking that goal to the right. Hollywood, and a whistle. There's going to be a face-off. Dundee getting the face-off at the other end. Young Slater there. Around the back. Dougie Latto. Deep pass out. Good pass. Here's Bittner. Bittner with a slap, but it was deflected well wide of the net. That's Danny Brown who tried to get it. There's Bittner again, number 29. Unger picking it up and just slapping it away. Still not out. Fife keeping it in there. But now it will come out. And Unger it is who's carrying it. Puck still loose. Ali Wood floating it across. Oh, neat! Knocked back again, and now Danny Brown for Fife. The pass too far away into the corner for Andy Linton. Back to the point. That's Brown. Oh, here's a breakout. Rocky Bois goes through. What a goal! Rocky Bois picked that up in his own end of the rink. 2-0 for Dundee Rockets, and Rocky Bois, that's the sort of goals he's been scoring. Superb. Watch where he picks it up. Almost in his own defensive zone, takes it up to the defenseman, gives it to him, takes it back again, takes it up to the goalminder, takes it away from him, and it's 2-0. Great goal. Well, Rocky Bois can be very pleased about that one. Gulcher. Neat stick handling. Fife probably feel they're a bit hard done by because they've been keeping as much pressure on as Dundee, but not getting the shots on the net that count. Ronnie Plum, and a penalty called. The penalty called against Chick Cottrell for high sticking. He'll sit it out for 2 minutes, so now Dundee Rockets have got the man advantage. And in fact, Joe Gilcher has also been sent off for high sticking. So both teams are man short. Both teams a man short, so no power play situation. Neatly ridden off on the boards, no problem there. That's Bednar. Plum still there, he still has it. Pushed away. That's Neil Abel. Oh, that puck is dropped. What a chance, and what a stop. Ronnie Wood was right in there with nobody to beat except Dixon, and Dixon beat him. Well, that really was a chance. Just watch this. Ronnie Brown knocked away by the right leg of Craig Dixon. Good stop. Back come Dundee. Oh, a good pass out in front, but it's come to Fife. Bednar, lots of speed. The shot hit the post. That was a great shot. Had the goalie beaten, but hit the post. Dundee. Well, a bit of holding there, I would have thought. However, the play goes on. Back come Dundee, leading by 2 goals to 0, remember. Well, that's how easy it can be. A great pass from Ronnie Wood, and Rocky Bois just took it down to make it 3-0. He is deadly when he gets in close. Look out. And they know what they're clapping for. Look at this pass. It's a beautiful pass from Ronnie Wood. He gets in there behind that defence, takes it up to the goalie, takes it away, and when he's gone down, flips it up into the right-hand corner. It's 3-0 for Dundee Rockets. Rocky Bois. Yes, the supporters there not looking too happy, presumably 5 supporters, but back comes Rocky Bois again. He's there again. This time the shot is just wide. You can't keep this man back. In the corner. Fife in possession. Ron Plum. Good bit of forward checking. Fife are not getting out of that end now, but now they are. Now they have the opportunity, but still Dundee seem to find the man in the space. Now Fife in possession. Neat pass. Halfway in the second period. And another one. Rocky Bois capitalized on the mistake. That's a hat-trick for Rocky Bois, and the score is 4-0. Well, remembering that Fife won here 12-1 the last time they were here, and it's 4-0 now for the other team, for Dundee Rockets. Look at the way he gets in there, picks up that loose pass out, gets around the defence, takes it up to the goalie, backhand, Craig Dixon's legs open, the puck between them, it's 4-0. Rocky Bois hat-trick. Well, that is a very good Canadian signing for Dundee. Rocky Bois. And remember that there are two Woods on the team as well. And Bois being Wood in French-Canadian. Maybe there's some significance, I've said that before, I know. However, now, can Fife come back? They need to. 4-0 is the score. They need something badly. Dundee out, coming out again. It goes Bois, but he's forced back. Good pass. Good poke check there. Stuart Drummond just poked it away. So now Fife Flyers. They've really got to get this game set up. Bidner. Back to Plum. In front, Bidner. And it's there. It's there. Stuart Drummond came through. Bidner pushed it through. And Stuart Drummond, who come from the back, just made it 4-1. Bidner made the pass. He carried the puck. Here's Bidner. Drummond coming across from the other side, just gets it, flips it underneath, and it's 4-1. Now, Fife have got one back, perhaps that's going to give them heart. So Bidner the man who did the work, Drummond the man who scored, and Bidner anxious to get another one. Almost got a chance there. Well, Rocky Bois floating it, but the pass just too slow, and this time Craig Dixon smothers it for a face-off. Five Flyers changing. They're back in their own end. The score is 4-1. They need something before the end of this period, there's no doubt about that. The face-off, though, in Colin Wilson, going to take the face-off. He does, but Fife won the face-off, and winning the face-off is important. Once you've got possession, then you can get a shot on the net. The label didn't get it away. Head bounced down. Colin Wilson there with a chance. Now Kimmond and Ronnie Plum, and hit the post. Another post. Well, that's twice that Fife Flyers have hit the post in this game. They can't be more unlucky than that. And Ronnie Plum going up to have a word with the goal judge, but I'm sure it hit the post. If it hit the backdropping of the net, it wouldn't have come out as fast as that. Well, we can have a look at it. There's the shot. Yes, hit the post, bounced back, and Mike Ward just had to sit on it very quickly. In comes Fife again. Up they go. Flip back. Now it's Dundee just passing it around. 3-goal lead, remember. They're not being pushed at this moment. Fife now, got to get it out from that end. Start something. Chip Cox on number 15 there, trying to make the start. Oh, good stick handy. That's Gary Unger. Oh, it's brilliant stuff. He's just got possession of that puck. He's ragging the puck, they call it, and then turns it back. Beautiful ragging of the puck. And they're going in again, but offside. The puck had gone over the line, and they were still a player in there, but that was Gary Unger at his best. Just have a look at it again. He's got possession. One man, two men, three men. Makes him turn away, and another, four. Just ragging the puck, just keeping possession, and then passing it back. Hit Bidner. Got to get it out of that end. Fife and Bidner still the leading man. He's through there, and he's got it. Bidner got it. 4-2. And a good pass from Ronnie Plum, but Bidner, who's been the attacking force in this game, watch him cut through to the centre of the picture there. There he is, gets in between the two defensemen, brilliant play, and then just beats Mike Ward to make it 4-2. So Bidner's done what he wanted to do. He's put it in the back of the net. Can he get something else in there before the end of the period? Craig Dixon holding it, drawing it for Ronnie Plum. Plum taking his time. Bidner again. Good poke check. Loading it in. There's no whistle on that because he was over the red line. Ali Wood. Down the boards. Colin Wilson. And there's the hooter for the end of the second period. And a great comeback there by Fife. Trailing 4-0 at one stage, but now it's 4-2. And now the players coming off the ice before the start of the third period. Tom Stewart, the Dundee Rockets manager there, slapping Colin Wilson on the shoulders, remembering that they are 2 goals in the lead still, but Fife coming back. Scott O'Connor, the reserve goalminder for Fife Flyers, going off, and there's the face-off. Already, Dundee have pushed it back into that Fife Flyers end. Gary McEwen in the corner there. Well, Fife really want to get one back if they're going to get back into this game. 4-2 the score. They did well to get 2 back, but another one, that could really make it hot. This is Ronnie Plum. Good poke check. Dundee have the advantage. The shot, easy one. Knocked down by Dixon. It was Unger's slap shot. Unger just floating around there, waiting for the attack to develop. That bounced badly. Andy Litton bounced over his stick. Bidner dropping it. Across to Ronnie Plum. Now Unger tried to fake his way past. Unluckily, there's the shot by Linton. That one is deflected. Linton picks it up again. Going through. It's still bouncing right for Fife. They're keeping it in, and Ronnie Plum keeps it in. It's in the net! Well, that was very lucky indeed. Andy Linton got the deflection, and that's got the Fife Flyers fans on their feet. Well, they're right back in it now. 4-3. The puck was bouncing all over the place. Ronnie Plum just shot it back in, got through to Andy Linton, and he deflected it past the goalminder. 4-3. Might have been a fraction lucky, but it counts. 4-3, and Fife Flyers right back in the game. Andy Linton there in the centre, the scorer, getting some congratulations from Kemmond, and the fans really behind them now. Back come Fife Flyers. 4-3. Considering they were trailing 4-0 at one stage, a tremendous comeback. Cote, good pass. Mark Slater. Around the back. Mark Slater. Good try, but the puck is still loose there. And it's Fife who pick it up. Little bit of hooking there, I would say. And yes, there's going to be a penalty. And the penalty is going to go against Mark Slater. Mark Slater will almost certainly go into the box there for hooking. Mark Slater. And now Fife with the power play. They have the man advantage. Can they make it pay? They need that one goal. Danny Brown loses it. Push back. Way across. Andy Linton. Across again. Ron Plum. Offside. Todd Bidner had gone over that blue line before Ron Plum carried the puck over it. So there's now going to be an offside decision. Stuart Messenger, one of the 2 linesmen. The other one is Chris Lamb. Glenn Riley, the referee. That one bounced away from the face-off. Picked up by Ron Plum now. Plenty of time, plenty of space. And they have the man advantage, remember, the power play situation. Oh, good pass. Way across to Neil Abel. Abel shot, knocked away, comes right around the boards and shot down to the other end. And you can, of course, when you're a man short, without getting a whistle. Oh, neat play. Dundee still in possession. Bois getting it back to the blue line, the point position. The puck still bouncing. And now, Todd Bidner. Shot back in again. Dundee doing the right thing, keeping it at the other end of the rink. Ronnie Plum now. They're going to have to set the play up. Ronnie Plum. Oh, good play by Bidner. He was obstructed. It's going to be a penalty. There's no doubt about that. Not Andy Linton. Well, that lady certainly doesn't like it. It's against Ali Wood. Let's have a look at it. Bidner takes it up to the defenseman, takes it up to the left defenseman, jumps past him, and there, Ali Wood obstructs and then hooks. So he'll spend 2 minutes in the box for hooking. So now, Fife have a two-man advantage. Well, can we see another Fife goal? They're just going to pass that puck around. Not doing so at the moment. Here's Bidner again. Well, he got his way through there, and he's got possession. They should spread out now and pass that puck around. Two-man advantage. They've got to wait until they get man in the clear. There's a shot on the net, but it's off the net. Flicked away. It's still loose. Well, Mark Slater's back on the ice, so there's now 5 against 4 out players. Well, Fife Flyers, they didn't get it in when they had the two-man advantage. And Glenn Riley, the referee, is pointing back towards the penalty box. This time, it perhaps to be a penalty against Fife Flyers. And it is. Danny Brown gets a 2-minute penalty for ungentlemanly conduct. Perhaps he said something he shouldn't have done. Good stop there by Dixon. Picked up by Abel. The shot way into the corner of the rink. Dundee still have it in there, though. Danny Brown. And on the ice there in the corner, Todd Bidner. So there'll be a face-off. Face-off just to the right of the Fife Flyers net. 4-3 the score. The excitement really building up. Can Todd Bidner get back another one? 4-3 in favour of Dundee Rockets. Fife a man short. Passing the puck around intelligently. Plum. Abel flicking it through. Didn't get through, though. Well, 2 players there rather mixed up on the boards. Plum. The shot off the net into the corner. Neat play. Dundee bring it out. Way across by McEwen. That's Wood. Neat pass, and the shot just wide of the right-hand post. Rocky Bois. Good play by Bidner, covering a lot of the ice. This time it's deflected off the skates. And going forward, Gary Unger. Shot on the net. Good stop. Very good stop indeed. Ronnie Wood, the boy who shot it. Thought he had it, I reckon. But this young man, Craig Dixon, caught the puck beautifully. Face-off just to the left of the Fife Flyers net. Rocky Bois taking the face-off, pushed away by Ron Plum. Gordon Goodser making the pass. Andy Linton's shot against the boards behind the net and picked up. Taking his time. pass across, but picked up by Fife. Oh, good pass back. Ron Plum. Brown back on the ice. And that's given the Concordia fans something to clap about. So, both teams at full strength. And Dundee in possession. Gary Unger robbed on one occasion. Hidner was the man. Andy Linton's shot, blocked. Bit of pushing. Linton and Brescal. The play still goes on. Oh, there was a chance for Andy Linton there. Just a quick flip, and it might have been another goal. They're still keeping it in the Dundee end. And now Dundee come out. Oh, neat. Oh, well saved by Dixon. Kicked away. McEwen, the man who made the shot. And now Fife come back. Good shot. Good stop by Ward. Well, the action is fast and furious. Ward made a good stop there. Fife now coming back. This is Ron Plum. The pass intercepted by Rocky Bois. Bois taking his time, going to set it up. Back to the defenseman. To Bois again. All neat. Good stick handling. Away into the corner. No one there to pick it up, though. Shut out by Fife. Gordon Goodser. Well, it's up and down. Nobody wants to take any chances. The loose puck. Picked up. Brian Pete, number 21. Remember, the score is still 4-3. It's absolutely on a knife edge. Dundee in possession now, coming back into that Fife end, taking it slowly. It's not often you see Rocky Bois take a tumble. Good pass. Another one. Really moving. Now Fife in possession. Goodser just floating it in. Knocked away by Mike Ward. Down the boards. Dundee really don't want to make any mistakes because they've only got that one goal lead. Gordon Goodser. Looked as though he was obstructed, but there's no whistle on this occasion. Snapshot. Mike Ward smothers it. Not going to take any chances at all. So, Brian Pete, the defenseman. Down into the corner. Fife in the Dundee end. Andy Linton going after it, number 14. Held against the boards. Brown in there with him. Puck trapped. We've lost sight of the puck, so it'll be a face-off. The seconds ticking away, and still just that one goal. Fife keeping the play in the Dundee end. If they were to get an equaliser, well, that would be it. Dundee in possession and shooting it out again. Neil Abel. Oh, the pass intercepted. It was intercepted by Unger. Dundee have possession now. Wood, but only as far as the defenseman. It's away by Ward. It's loose, picked up by number 7 Unger for Dundee. Wood, good recovery. Still in possession. Shoots it out. That's Bois. Gary McEwen. Bois in front. And Bois scored! Right out of the blue! From that break from Gary McEwen, Rocky Bois has made it 5-3 for Dundee Rockets. That's his 4th goal of the match. What a breakout it was. Gary McEwen taking it down that left wing. Waits until the right moment, just flips it through, and there is Bois, no time at all, slaps it in. It's 5 goals to 3. And there's only 1 minute and 25 seconds remaining on the game. Has that sewn it up? As far as the Dundee fans are concerned, it has. 5-3, 1 minute and 25. Remember, the time is measured very accurately. Bois now, the man who has scored 4 goals. Dundee will just want to try and keep possession. They have the 2-goal advantage. Gary Unger just taking his time, but it's a good pass, and Unger's in front. Just didn't get through to him. That might have been another one for Dundee. But now it's 5 coming out, and they're coming out fast. Andy Linton there. Puck shot away, but it's not going out. Plum keeps it in. Still Dundee not getting it clear. The second's ticking away, a backhand by Abel. It's into the corner. Danny Brown there, back to Abel. Abel gets a shot on the net, it's there! It's a goal for Fife. And there's only 45 seconds remaining. Neil Abel, the defenseman, the scorer, from a pass from Danny Brown. And that's put them back, because remember, in ice hockey, you can get a goal in 20 seconds. Bidner goes in there, but the pass goes back to Neil Abel, and his shot just whistles through. It's 5 goals to 4. 45 seconds to play. Can Fife Flyers get another one back? Well, Neil Abel very happy about that. And Ben Riley, the referee, about to face off. The fans right behind the teams. Riley about to drop the puck. And I wouldn't be surprised if Fife didn't take their goalie off with only a one-goal disadvantage at the moment. Unger taking it into that Fife end and trapping it there, which is the wisest thing to do, but he's lost it. Still there. Out it comes. And the Fife Flyers goalminer, Craig Dixon, is also coming out. Fife are going to play an extra man on the ice. There he is going off the ice, and they've just missed the empty net. And it's shot down the ice again by Andy Linton. There's a whistle, and there looks to be a little bit of an argument going on the other side of the rink. Well, the fans are clapping, but there's a bit of pushing and shoving going on between Gary Unger and Neil Abel. And the linesman in between them, and Glenn Riley, the referee. Neil Abel on the left there, the big fellow in white. And Gary Unger, a man who very seldom, if ever, loses his rag, is on, well, he's looking as though he's right on tenterhooks. Looks to me as though they're both going to get a penalty. There's only 7 seconds remaining on the game. And Abel wants to get back at Unger again, but they're not going to let him. It's hardly worthwhile at this stage of the game to get really involved with only 7 seconds remaining. So, Ron Plum taking his man off. The fans, well, they're quite enjoying it. But Abel goes into the box, and also Gary Unger is going to go into the box. Unger is going to get 2 + 2, and Abel is going to get 2. They're both getting it for roughing, but of course there are only 7 seconds remaining. Abel? Well, he was explaining what was going on. So the face-off, Danny Brown. Facing off with Ronnie Wood. Remember, there's just 7 seconds. They should have their sticks on the ice. Going to give them another chance. This time, they are on the ice. The seconds ticking down. Dundee shoot it down the ice. Just missed the empty net again. And Bois, just after the hoot went, Bois hit the crossbar. If it had been a second earlier, he might have made it 5. But that man, Bois, has scored 4 goals in Dundee Rockets' 5-4 victory over Fife. Well, it was a great hockey match, up and down all the way. Good hard stuff. Some very good goals, and with just 1 goal difference, the fans really had their money's worth. So Dundee Rockets come off the ice 5 goals to 4 the winners, but 5 Flyers, remember, they were trailing by 4 goals to 0 at one stage. They really deserve the credit too for making a great game.
And I like that little sporting ritual at the end where they all kiss and make up. Murrayfield are at the top in the Regal Scottish Cup current placings with 9 points, 5 close in behind them there was 6. Dundee 5, Ayr 2, and oh dear, my home city, Glasgow, smiles better in other places other than that Regal Scottish Cup at the moment. A lot to make up. By the way, bad news for hockey fans, ice hockey fans. The Dundee Rockets Glasgow Dynamos game scheduled for tomorrow is off. Unfortunately, there's a fault in the rink. Surely somebody didn't turn up the undersoil heating there.